Somebody raised the question at the end of this morning's session about instinct, and the instinct for survival, the instinct for procreation, so on. This is fascinating because we've changed recently in academically respectable psychological circles, and they no longer use the word instinct, they prefer the word drive. And this is highly significant. First of all, there was a critique of the whole notion of instinct, in that it was some mysterious force brought in to explain things that we didn't understand. We do this in very, very funny ways. The sort of prime historical joke about this is that there was a time when a physician observed something irregular that he didn't understand, some symptom beyond his comprehension, he would say very learnedly, "Well, that's a lusus naturae." And everybody said, "It's a lusus naturae, he knows what he's talking about." Which means simply a game of nature. So in the same way, when something is done all the time, we feel it has to be explained. People actually go on surviving until they don't. And during the period between when they start and when they stop, it's rather difficult to stop them surviving, because the strength of life is so powerful. So somebody says, well, why is it that people have this power? And so somebody says, well, it's an instinct. And this doesn't explain anything at all. Now, why has it been changed to drive? Because there's a double reason in this. Instinct goes with a school of thought where human characteristics are hereditary. And for a long time, hereditary has been unfashionable. Heredity has been unfashionable. It's coming back with genetics. But there was, for a while, a long period in which behavioral psychology in particular put down the whole notion of instinct and said our conditioning is rather social and environmental. And so then they picked up drives. But the very word is significant, because drives, if you ascribe your sexual urges and your wish to survive and your wish to eat to drives, you are assuming no responsibility for them. You are describing yourself as a driven person. And this I find gloomy. I will not acknowledge that my sexual instincts are drives, because I fully approve of them. I'm not being driven. This is the way I want to go. And so also, if I have a gusto for life, I'm not going to say that I have a pitiful urge to survive, that I am a poor fellow that would live. Watch out, I'm sure going to live if I can manage it. And so what has happened here is a sense of the responsibility for one's own emotions. All of it is the result of a division. I mean, you can work along one of two tacks. I am nothing but nothing, and it all works by itself. But that is really the same thing as saying, well, I do it all. They're just two ways of looking at the same thing, of a holistic view of your life. It all happens to me, I do it all. That's 2 4s and 4 2s. So, if you, however, are determined to take a disgruntled attitude to the world, and to say to your ancestors, God damn it, it's your fault that I was put in this ridiculous situation. And to say, to your father,